Assalamu alaikum, Tamin. Today we are going to start with Unit 7. Its title is Questions. Of course, you know the meaning of the word questions, أسئلة. So, when you see the title of this unit, what do you think the content of this unit will be about? Or what are your expectations for the unit? شو توقعاتكم لهذه الوحدة؟ Will it have a meeting, an interview, or something else? Your text type is a detective fiction or a detective story. نوع درسك اليوم هو detective fiction or a detective story. قصة بوليسية مثل هيك بسموها هيك باللغة العربية الفصحى، أو إذا بدك بلغة أوضح هي قصة فيها تحقيقات، فيها بحث، فيها جناية مثلا. وusually يا تامن in detective stories there is somebody is trying to find out the answer. بيكون في إشي unknown وهذا الشخص trying to find the answer أو trying to find the unknown thing، بيحاول يبحث عن المجهول. فيها puzzling حيرة، فيها mystery غموض، و sometimes there's a crime. Usually في بعض من هدول detective stories أو detective fictions they have crimes جرائم. But all of them have mystery, have puzzling, have someone who is finding or trying to find a solution or an answer or trying to find the key for the story. مفتاح هذه القصة. I will start reading the paragraphs in the text pages 68 and 69. I will tell you some Arabic meanings for some words. Please write them with me. And I will start asking you some questions. So please think about them while you are listening to this video. Page 68. Luke Terry has flown to visit his father, who's filming for a TV wildlife program in the desert. As Luke went through the airport's immigration control, his passport was taken away and he was escorted to an interview room where a security officer asked him to open his suitcase. بداية تامن, there is a boy and his name is Luke Terry. إذن, the first character in our story is Luke Terry. He has flown to visit his father. إذن, Luke Terry is living in a place and his father is in another place. So Luke is traveling to his father. So what is his father doing? Outside, his father is filming for a TV wildlife program. Filming تامن هون بمعنى يصور فيلم للتيفي وهذا عم بيصوروا على wildlife program. wildlife program برنامج وثائقي عن الصحراء. As Luke went through the airport's immigration controls, طبعا لما Luke arrived to the airport, he was taken to immigration control. لمكان الهجرة أو مكتب الهجرة. وصل المطار and he was taken to immigration control. تم أخذه إلى مكتب الهجرة. His passport was taken away. Oh, Taman, tell me please, the pronoun his. His refers to what? His passport. His Taman هون refers to Luke Terry. كلمة passport للي ما بعرف it means جواز السفر. So لما لوك وصل للأيربورت he was told تم إخباره إنه his passport was taken away. تم حجز الجواز السفر تبعه. And he was escorted to an interview room. Escorted عندكم بالبكلت which means تمت مرافقته إلى interview room غرفة بيكون فيها interviews, questions and answers. Where a security officer ضابط الأمن asked him to open his suitcase. So the first thing that the security officer asked Luke to do is to open his suitcase. Suitcase حقيبة يا تامن. طيب the pronouns اتفقنا his refers to Luke Terry. طب can you tell me the pronoun his again and him refers to what? Yes, they refers to Luke Terry again. So in this paragraph, it talks about a boy. His name is Luke Terry. He is traveling to meet his dad. Why? Because his dad is outside the country. What does he do outside? شو بيعمل أبوه بالخارج? He is filming a TV wildlife program in the desert. عم بيصور برنامج وثائقي عن الصحراء. So there's a problem faced Luke in the airport. صار في مشكلة واجهت Luke in the airport. What was it? His passport was taken away and he was escorted to interview room and the security officer asked him to open his suitcase. هاي أول problem faced Luke Terry. Please write the meanings that I told you. Paragraph 2. Did you pack this bag yourself? Did you pack this bag yourself? طبعا pack أخذتوها من قبل معناها يحزم ويحزم الحقائب. So the officer asked Luke if he packed this bag by himself. The security officer gave Luke a hard stare. تامن stare mean نظرة أو نظرة طويلة يعني بتمعن. So what did Luke say? Yes, Luke replied nervously. Nervously دلالة على إنه لوك كان nervous متوتر. He dropped his eyes under the man's hostile gaze. شباب, hostile means عدائي. Hostile means عدائي. وgaze means نظرة. So the man was tough. The officer man that interviewed Luke was a very tough man. كان رجل شديد صعب وكمان ذو نظرات حادة. So Luke became nervous. أصبح Luke nervous. إذن hostile means عدائي وgaze نظرة. Did anyone give you anything to put in it? He asked icily. The officer asked again. Did anyone give you anything to put it inside the suitcase? هل هناك أي شخص طلب منك to put anything in this suitcase? The pronoun it, to put in it. It here refers to what, تامن? It refers to the suitcase, للحقيبة. No, I mean, yes. Luke stammered. Stammered يا تامن تلعثم. والتلعثم بالكلام دلالة على الخوف. And nervousness على التوتر. فهذا تلعثم لوك بالكلام دلالة على إنه he was nervous, he was afraid, كان خائف. From whom? From the officer that he was interviewing him. من الشخص أو الضابط اللي كان عم بيقابله. Which is it? Yes or no? The man hissed like a striking viper. فهذا الأوفيسر hissed. دائما hissed هون معناها يهمس. I know that you talked before as a sound of snake. أخذتوها من قبل كصوت الأفعى، ولكن بهذا الدرس وبهذا النص it means يهمس. And شبه الكاتب هذا الأوفيسر like a striking viper، كأنه أفعى قوية جدا. دلالة برضو على إنه هذا الأوفيسر اللي هو السكيورتي أوفيسر دلالة على إنه كان tough man. Luke felt himself break into a sweat. He tried to keep his voice even. He had no reason to feel guilty or afraid, but he felt both. My sister gave me a map. What map? The man's eyes narrowed. So, when the officer asked Luke to decide whether the answer is yes or no, Luke felt himself break into a sweat. طبعا تامن you took the meaning of the word sweat, it means عرق، والتعرق كمان هون دلالة على الخوف والتوتر. He tried to keep his voice even. Even هون موجودة بالبوكلت it means مستوي أو بصوت معتدل. He refers to Luke. حاول إنه يبقى على صوته بدون تلعثم بدون توتر، ولكن he couldn't. Why? Because he was so afraid. He told himself, I had no reason to feel guilty or afraid. أنا ما عندي سبب لأكون guilty مذنب أو أشعر بالخوف. ولكن Luke he felt both of these feelings. حس بالشعورين، إنه هو كان حاسس حاله إنه guilty مذنب and he was so afraid but he didn't know why. ما كان عارف ليش. إذا the pronoun he تامن هون he had no reason to feel guilty. He refers to Luke. guilty حكينا مذنب وafraid means خائف. What was his answer? My sister gave me a map. Map يا تامن it means خريطة. So when the officer asked Luke if anybody gave him anything to put in the suitcase، مش سأله هل هناك أحد أعطاك أي شيء تحطه بالحقيبة تبعتك؟ فهي answered that my sister gave me a map. أعطتني map خريطة. What map? The man's eyes narrowed صاروا ضيقين وصغار. هذا دلالة على شدة التركيز. إذن the man's eyes narrowed. أي كمان عم نحكي اللي هو security officer. Luke pulled out the folded map of the desert that Miranda had given him just before. He left London early that morning. Already it seemed like days ago. The officer took the map, opened it, and looked at it silently. Look, can I go now? I just need my passport back, please. My father is meeting me, so I would like to. Even to Luke, his mumbled requests sounded feeble. Now, nowhere near the assertive tone he had been aiming for. Wait, the officer snapped and left the room. In this paragraph, Taman, when Luke before told the officer that he had a map his sister had given him to put it in his suitcase, he pulled out the folded map. Pulled means سحب وfolded المطوي، يعني طال وسحب هذه الخريطة اللي كانت مطوية في حقيبته للديزرت that Miranda had given him just before he left London. Miranda شباب هي the name of his sister. إذن Luke's sister, her name is Miranda. What did she give Luke before he left London? She gave him a map. أعطته a map for the desert. أعطته خريطة للصحراء واللي هو المكان that his father is working in. المكان اللي بيشتغل فيه أبوه زي ما حكينا سابقا. He is filming a TV wildlife program in the desert. He left London early that morning. The pronoun he شباب هون refers to what? He left London early that morning. He هون refers to Luke. إذا من هاي السنتنس نعرف إنه Luke and his sister were living in London. عايشين بلندن. Already it seemed like days ago. طبعا هاي السنتنس تعمل دلالة على إنه طول الوقت اللي شعر فيه لوك while he was in the airport لأنه كان وقت عصيب سيء full of nervousness and fear. فهو كان يشعر بالخوف والتوتر والرعب فشعر بإنه إله كتير أيام أو زمان مغادر لندن. The officer took the map, opened it and looked at it silently. شباب, the pronoun here it and it refers to what? اللي هي بسنتنس opened it and looked at it silently. هون الضمير it يا شباب refers to the map على الخريطة. Can I go now? Luke asked the officer. بقدر أروح. This is the map. I just need my passport back. Please give me my passport. So Luke told the officer to give him back his passport. طلب منه يعطيه الباسبورت تبعه عشان يقدر يغادر هذا المطار. My father is meeting me. So the question is يا تامن, who is going to take Luke from the airport? The answer is his father. Luke suddenly stopped talking. Why? ليه برأيكم تامن بهاي السنتنس توقف لوك عن الكلام لما قال My father's meeting me so I would like to and he stopped. The answer is even to Luke his mumbled requests. What's the meaning of the word mumbled request? تمتمة. شعر كأنه he's talking to himself كأنه ما حدا عم يسمعه. شعر كأنه إنه هاي الطلبات اللي عم يطلبها من الأوفيسر he is not listening to him ما عم يسمع له. So he stopped talking. إذا كلمة mumbled يتمتم أو تمتم هون لأنها past tense. requests طلبات sounded feeble بينت ضعيفة باهتة. Nobody is listening لإلها. ما حدا عم يسمع هاي الريكوست اللي هو كان عم يطلبها من الأوفيسر اللي هي شو؟ To give him his passport back. He's going to leave. Nowhere near the assertive tone that he had been aiming for. The meaning of the word assertive يا تامن معنى كلمة assertive واثق. طبعا هو ما كان أبدا assertive لوك أبدا هو عم يتكلم مع الأوفيسر he was afraid he was nervous ولكن he was aiming to be assertive كان يتمنى أن يكون واثق من نفسه أكثر. ليه طيب تعمل؟ لأنه هو مرة تانية he is not guilty هو مش مذنب and he didn't do anything wrong ما عمل ولا شيء غلط ليخاف. So he was aiming to be more assertive كان يتمنى يكون أكثر واثق من نفسه وبتكلم مع الأوفيسر ولكن when the officer came back to the room or when the officer entered the room Luke couldn't speak confidently ما قدر يتحدث بثقة بالنفس كان جدا خائف كان جدا متوتر. So حتى إنه توقف عن الطلبات إنه ياخد الباسبورت ويغادر لأنه he thought that the officer didn't listen to him ما كان عم بسمع له. إذا كلمة assertive واثق و aiming for يطمح له أو يهدف له طبعا مذكورة بالبوكلت كمان. What did the officer say? شو قال الأوفيسر بهالحالة؟ قال wait The officer snapped and left the room. حكينا هون معنى snap تعمل لها كثير معاني، منها صورة أو صوت مرتفع، ولكن هون snap إجت بمعنى رد بشكل عنيف. So when Luke asked the officer to go out أو to take his passport, the officer told him to wait. بس كان الرد تبعه استخدم كان snapped، رد بعنف. أوكي شباب؟ And then he left the room وغادر الغرفة. What did he take with him? He took the map. أي map يا شباب؟ That Luke's sister had given to him before he left London. اللي هي الخريطة للديزرت اللي أعطته إياها أخته ميريندا before he left London. Luke felt nauseous. He tried to breathe deeply. There was no reason to panic, he told himself. He had done nothing wrong. His father was waiting for him in the arrivals hall. If the officer would just speak to his father, the problem, whatever it was, could be sorted out. Luke decided that he would suggest it as soon as the man came back. He stood up with determination as the door opened, but a different, smaller man walked into the room. Well, Mr. Luke Terry, aged 17, from London, he said with a smile, I have your passport here. Okay, after the officer left the room, Luke felt nauseous. بلش يشعر بالتعب، بالإرهاق، بالغثيان. He tried to breathe deeply. The pronoun he هون شباب he tried to breathe deeply بتعود كمان مرة على Luke. إذن what did he do after he felt nauseous? He tried to breathe deeply. برجع بذكركم مرة تانية هون الverb breathe الnoun منه breath without e at the end. كتبنا مرة الفرق على البورد breathe في e بالآخر تلتفظ breathe معناها verb يتنفس و breath without e بتلتفظ ث ومعناها النفس noun. إذن he tried to breathe deeply. There was no reason to panic. ضل لوك يخبر نفسه. There is no reason to panic. Panic نفس معنى fear الخوف الهلع الرعب. ما في سبب إنك تخاف. He told himself he had done nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. ضل لوك يخبر نفسه. You didn't do anything wrong. You shouldn't be fearful. ما لازم تكون خايف لأنه أنت didn't do anything wrong. ما عملت شي غلط. His father was waiting for him in the arrivals hall. زي ما حكينا سابقا إنه Luke's father is coming to the airport to take him. Arrivals hall كلكم تعرفوا قاعة الوصول أو الواصلين اللي بتكون بالمطارات. If the officer would just speak to his father, the problem, whatever it was, could be sorted out. Sorted out يتم حلها. فصار لوك يخبر نفسه يتحدث مع نفسه. بس لو إنه هذا الofficer talking to my father, the problem اللي أنا قاعد بهاي الروم because of it will be solved. أكيد رح تنحل لأنه أنا I didn't do anything wrong. ولكن I wish that the officer will talk to my father. كان يتمنى لوك إنه هذا الأوفيسر يتكلم مع والده ليحلوا هاي المشكلة اللي هي مأخرة لوك عن الخروج. Luke decided that he would suggest it as soon as the man came back. إذن what did Luke decide? قرر إنه when the man came back to the room I will suggest to talk to my father. رح أقترح عليه إنه to talk to my father to solve this problem أو to sort this problem out. ممكن تتكلم مع والدي لتحل هاي المشكلة لأنه شخصيا أنا I didn't do anything. I don't know what is happening. ما عم بعرف شو عم بصير وأنا ما عملت شي. هذا كله كلام بين لوك ونفسه شباب. He stood up with determination حكينا إصرار وعزم. خلص صار عنده ثقة بالنفس إنه خلص قرر إنه when the man comes to the room I will tell him to talk to my dad. As the door opened, but a different smaller man walked into the room. There is different man here. الرجل اللي دخل الغرفة كان مختلف. Well, Mr. Luke Trey, age 17 from London. إذن شباب, Luke Trey from London, he is 17 years old. The man was smiling. على عكس مين؟ The previous officer, الشخص أو الضابط اللي كان قبله حكينا عنه كان tough, كان angry and he didn't smile at all. ما ضحك أبدا. ولكن هذا officer that entered the room again, he was a friendly man. كان رجل لطيف وودود. I have your passport here. أحضر معه الباسبورت تبعه. Oh, Luke breathed a sigh of relief. Sigh of relief هذا النفس الراحة اللي بيكون إنه يعني إنه كل شيء انحل كل شيء تمام شعر بالارتياح. And reached out his hand to take it. Take it شباب. It هون refers to what? Take it. It refers to the passport. لأن الأوفيسر اللي دخل الغرفة he told Luke that his passport was with him. So Luke reached his hand مد إيده to take the passport, but the man made no moves to give it to him. كان واضح إنه هذا الأوفيسر didn't want to give Luke the passport. ما بده يعطيه. What did he say? First, I have just a few questions. لاحظوا تامن مرة ثانية ذكرت كلمة questions again here. He smiled again. إذن هذا دلالة على إنه هذا الأوفيسر كان friendly man. Please sit down. Now Luke, what is the purpose of your visit? تامن, what's the meaning of the word purpose? Purpose معناها الهدف أو الغاية. فالأوفيسر الثاني asked Luke about the purpose of his visit. سبب زيارته لهذه المنطقة. What did Luke say? I have come to stay with my father. مش إحنا قلنا before إنه his father is filming a TV program, a wildlife program about the desert. So Luke قرر إنه to spend the time with his father in the desert. Because of that, he traveled from London. إذن هذا هو purpose يا تامن تبع visit of Luke. لو سألتك سؤال, what is the purpose of Luke's visit to the desert? The answer هو he's going to spend the time or the days with his father in the desert. Luke said hesitantly تامن ذكرت بالبوكلت بتردد. For the summer holidays. So Luke has a summer holiday عنده عطلة الصيف. Where he's going to spend it? He's going to spend it in the desert with his father. He added, your father? What does he do? What's your father do in the desert? شو بيعمل أبوك في هاي الصحراء? The man inquired. كلمة inquired تامن هي معناها the same as asked. سأل. In a friendly tone. لاحظوا شباب الفرق بين هذا المان والأوفيسر اللي قبله. Friendly tone نغمة بينة ودودة لطيفة. ما كانت sharp أو hissing زي الأوفيسر اللي قبله. He is a cameraman. شباب he هون refers to what? He is a cameraman. He refers to Luke's father. انتبهوا تامن. He هون ما بتعود على Luke's بتعود على Luke's father على والد لوك. What's his job? It is he is a cameraman. هو مصور. إذا cameraman رجل مصور. With a film company شركة تصوير أو شركة أفلام. Luke explained. feeling his confidence returning. بلش يشعر إن ثقته بنفسه عم ترجع. ليه شباب؟ because of the way of this man. طريقته هذا الرجل كانت friendly ودودة، خلت لوك يشعر إنه هو صار عنده confidence أكثر فصار واثق من نفسه أكثر. Let's move to page 69 please تامن. Luke continued. They are filming desert wildlife. It takes months, so I'm staying with him while he's working. He's going to show me some of the places where they have been filming. So Luke told the officer that his father and the company are filming a TV program, as it was mentioned in the text before, a desert wildlife، برنامج وثائقي عن الصحراء. وهذا الفيلم it takes months، يحتاج أشهر لتصويره. So the pronoun it شباب هون it takes months refers to what? It refers to the film. Okay? أو desert wildlife program، البروجرام عن الوايلدلايف. So I'm staying with him while he is working. I'm staying with him. Him refers to Luke's father. فإذا لوك قرر يبقى مع والده خلال فترة عمله في عطلة الصيف in the summer holiday، لأنه the film أو the program is taking months. So you are a tourist. Tourist تامن it means سائح زائر. He doesn't live in this place. هو ما بيعيش فيه. He is a tourist. The man smiled at Luke encouragingly. Encouragingly تامن معناها بتشجيع، يعني كان عم يبتسم له to encourage him to be confident. كان عم بيساعده يكون واثق من نفسه أكثر. فهذا الأوفيسر كان so friendly, good man. He helped Luke to feel confident again. ساعد لوك إنه يرجع يحس إنه نفسه واثق من نفسه أكثر. Yes, that's right. Luke began to relax. إذن هون بلش لوك to relax. He stopped the nervousness. بطل متوتر، توقف من الهلع والخوف، بلش يشعر إنه هو relax. ليه؟ Because of the way the man was speaking. بسبب الطريقة اللي كان يتحدث فيها الرجل، لأنه كان smiling وكان friendly، فبلش لوك to feel that he is confident again. He smiled at the man. The man smiled back. Both of them were smiling to each other. كانوا بيبتسموا لبعض. Then he leaned forward. شباب كلمة leaned معناها انحنى وforward للأمام. So he leaned forward. عن مين عم نحكي هلأ؟ نحكي عن الأوفيسر أو المان الثاني. He leaned forward, no longer smiling. وتوقف عن الابتسام. يعني بلش يكون serious. Okay? And spoke quietly. وتحدث بصوت هادئ. Then, why are you carrying a map with ancient secret burial sites marked on it? حكينا ماب خريطة. Ancient قديم. Secret سري. burial مذكورة بالبوكلت أماكن الدفن أو المقبرة، وسايتس مواقع. فالأوفيسر stopped smiling, leaned forward انحنى إلى الأمام and spoke quietly وتحدث بصوت هادئ، ثم سأل لوك Why are you carrying a map with ancient secret burial sites marked on it? ليه عم تحمل خريطة معين عليها marked on عليها علامات أو إشارات لمواقع دفن قديمة؟ طب أنا عندي سؤال شباب. What is the opposite of the word ancient؟ عكس كلمة قديم ancient. ممكن نحكي new أو modern. So البروبلم كانت يا تامن إنه الماب اللي كانت مع لوك it had a very secret sites for burying عليها مواقع سرية للدفن، وكانت هاي الخريطة marked on معلمة كمان. So Luke was surprised. تفاجأ كتير، انصدم. I am not, am I? Luke gulped in amazement. حكينا gulped بلع ريقه، يعني دلالة على التوتر، الخوف أو الصدمة. Amazement صدمة. I am afraid you are. These sites are only known to a few people. How did you get that map? The man asked sharply. So شباب، واضح إنه هاي البليسز اللي هي السايتس تبعت البرينج للدفن كانت important و secret، والأوفيسر قال للوك إنه few people know these places. عدة ناس قليلة جدا بتعرف هاي الأماكن. How did you get this map? كيف حصلت عليها؟ He asked sharply. رجع يتكلم بحدة. My sister Miranda gave it to me. Luke told him. إذا حكينا من البداية إنه هاي أصلا الماب from his sister Miranda. Is your sister an archaeologist? كلمة archaeologist يا شباب معناها عالم آثار. عالم آثار. فسأله Is your sister an archaeologist? هل هي عالمة آثار to have this map؟ ليكون معها هاي الخريطة. An archaeologist? No. She is a student of zoology. zoology شباب هو علم الحيوانات. إذا أخته لوك ميراندا she is a student طالبة of zoology علم الحيوان. She is mad about animals. She is mad about animals يعني she loves animals so much. Like that. She هون شباب refers to what? She refers to Miranda, Luke's sister. Then why did she mark the burial sites? إذا أختك student in zoology في علم الحيوان, why does she have a map with marked on sites أو burial sites؟ ليه معها أو عطتك خريطة معلم عليها أماكن دفن سرية جدا؟ فلوك قال I don't know. Luke's voice was raised in protest. ارتفع صوت لوك لأنه كان محتج معترض على هذا الكلام. Look, she got the map in a second-hand bookshop. شباب كلمة second hand معناها مستعمل، فهي هاي الماب أصلاً his sister bought it from bookshop من محل كتب، ولكن هذا المحل ببيع second hand books and second hand papers second hand maps، ببيع كل الأشياء مستعملة، يعني زي مكتبة للكتب والأوراق ولكن second hand معناها مستعمل. يعني بدل أحكي عن السيارة المستعملة it's a second hand car. It must have been marked already. أكيد when she bought this map it was marked already. أصلا كانت معلمة هاي السايتس before my sister bought it. The man smiled, shaking his head. أيد كلامه للوك. We have had a tip off يا تامن معلومات سرية، يعني وصلهم زي إخبارية أو معلومة سابقة. You see we have been waiting for a young man. كانت المعلومة السرية بتقولهم إنه في young man رجل شاب صغير بالسن about your age بحوالي عمرك to arrive from London رح يوصل كمان من لندن carrying a map of the desert ولازم يكون معه خريطة للصحراء. فاعتقدنا إنه أنت هذا الشخص. شفتوا شباب وين المشكلة؟ إنه هدول الأوفيسرز اللي كانوا بالإيربورت كان عندهم tip off معلومة سرية إنه في boy أو في man young man he's coming from London and he had a desert map وكان معه خريطة صحراء. صادفت إنه لوك كمان his sister Miranda gave him a map for the desert. a marked map just like yours مثل اللي معك بالضبط. Well, I am not the person you are looking for. فلوك قال I am not the person that you are looking for. أنا مش نفس الشخص اللي عم تبحثوا عنه. Luke insisted يا تامن أصر على هذا الكلام لأنه هو نرجع منأكد مرة ثانية he is not guilty مش مذنب he didn't do anything wrong. This just a map of the desert. That's all it is. هذا كل اللي بعرفه إنه هي a map for the desert. أختي أعطتني إياها لأعرف الصحراء أكثر. The man was completely silent. Suddenly he sat back in his chair. جلس في مكانه هذا الأوفيسر. I can see you are telling the truth. إذن finally the man believed Luke. صدقه بالأخير قال له I see that you are telling the truth. You are free to go enjoy your visit. Now Luke can leave this place. He is free. ليه؟ لأنه هذا المان أو هذا الأوفيسر believed Luke that he was telling the truth. He is not guilty. He didn't do anything wrong. أضيفوا على ذلك he is not the person that the officers looking for. هو مش نفس الشخص اللي عم يبحثوا عنه هدول الofficers. كيف تأكدوا؟ إنه هاي الماب his sister ميريندا bought it from a second hand bookshop. شرتها أصلا من محل ببيع هاي الأشياء مستعملة. In the last paragraph يا تامن please. Astonished at being so abruptly released. Released يعني تم إطلاق سراحه أو بمعنى آخر he became free. So he was astonished. Luke was astonished. Astonished نفس معنى amused إنه مصدوم أو shocked إذا بدكم. Luke hurried out of the interview room. عطول أسرع خارجا من هذه الغرفة. And into the almost deserted arrival hall. لما وصل قاعة الواصلين where his father was waiting, it was deserted. Deserted تامن هون خالية من وجود البشر. ما كان في حدا unless his father. بس. Where his father was still waiting. Look! He exclaimed. يعني هتف ونادى. What kept you? What kept you? What made you so late? شو اللي خلاك تتأخر لهالدرجة؟ What did Luke say? They were asking me loads of weird questions. Weird يعني strange غريب من نوعها هاي الأسئلة اللي كانوا عم يسألوني إياها. Dad, I will tell you on the way. Let's go. خلينا نطلع من هذا المكان. I will tell you everything happened with me on our way. As they weaved away through the evening traffic toward the desert highway. بينما كانوا منطلقين بطريقهم إلى طريق المؤدي إلى الديزرت الهايواي. Luke told his father about the interview. أخبروا عن الانترفيو وعن كل ال questions that the officers asked him about. His father listened attentively. Attentively بانتباه شديد. Then Luke's father was listening to his story attentively. When Luke had finished, his father asked, Have you still got the map? لسه الماب هاي معك؟ خلوها معك؟ Yes, they let me keep it. Keep it شباب. It refers to what? To the map. إذن after they finished the interview, they let Luke to keep the map. خلوا هاي الماب اللي كانت عليها marked burial site with him. That's interesting. Why? Well, if the places were so secret, you would think they have taken it away. مش كان لازم أخدوها منك. If it has a very secret places, why did they let you keep it? ليه خلوها معك؟ Luke nodded in agreement. حكينا من قبل nodded هز أو أومأ برأسه دلالة على الموافقة. agreement وافق أبوه بالرأي. So they must have had a reason. أكيد في سبب. Said his father thoughtfully بعمق. I wonder what it is. Luke frowned. Frowned يا تامن معناها عبس أو كشرة، ولكن دلالة على التفكير أو عمق التفكير. So do I. So do I تامن. If you remember, this is an example of agreement. هاي دلالة على الagreement اللي أخذناها قبل فترة. إذا لوك وافق والده بالجملة لما قال له I wonder what it is. Luke said so do I. حتى أنا كمان عم بتساءل شو السبب. He said. إذا تامن لنعمل ريفيجن سريعة عن الدرس. حكينا إنه هاي القصة هي detective story، قصة بوليسية أو قصة فيها تحقيق أو بحث. وقلنا إنه التايتل تبع هاي القصة هو A Desert Map لأنها بتحكي أصلاً عن desert map. The hero of this story أو the main character إذا بدكم كان Luke Terry. Who is Luke Terry? He's a boy 17 years old. He was living in London with his sister Miranda. The story began when he decided to leave London to the desert. قرر يسافر من لندن للديزرت. Why? To stay with his father during the summer holiday. طب السؤال بيقول what did his father what did his father do in the desert؟ شو كان عم يعمل؟ He was filming a TV wildlife program about the desert. لأنه أبوه أصلا وظيفته كاميرامان. What was the problem that Luke faced? When he arrived to the airport, his passport was taken away and he was escorted to an interview room. أخذوه على غرفة مقابلة and they asked him several weird questions. Luke was very nervous, very afraid. He felt panic لأنه كان الوضع بخوف كتير. Then he answered all the questions. The man believed him and let him to go. Okay, Taman, at the end, please listen carefully to the video. Write all the meanings that I have told you in this video. Then answer the questions about the text in the pupils book, page 70. Then check your answers when I send you the correct answers. Good luck, everyone.